effluent here in Atlantic Canada caused by this project. One thing I do want to point out that maybe some of the other speakers haven't discussed is the issue of carrying oil by rail and other tanker traffic in the Bay of Fundy and along the Atlantic seaboard. We do not believe this is an easy proposition, that somehow bringing more tar sands oil to Atlantic Canada will result in less oil being carried by trains or less oil being imported. We have seen no commitments or agreements or reason to believe it is an either or. We believe it actually is a both proposition, which means we are investing in another piece of fossil fuel infrastructure that will commit us to a path we need to switch away from as quickly as possible if we're going to tackle climate change. The Bay of Fundy is a unique, dynamic ecosystem. It's interconnected. And a report for National Academy of Sciences in the United States on spills from bitumen in water has shown that this type of oil behaves differently than other types of oil. It's worse. It's stickier and it stinks. So we're going to put the worst type of oil in one of the most dynamic ecosystems on the planet and see what happens. It's just a risk we cannot take. The Exxon Valdez spill 27 years ago was devastating. And the impacts are actually still being felt by species where that oil was spilled. They have not recovered even 27 years later. Imagine a spill in the beautiful Bay of Fundy. I do want to say that the tanker traffic associated with this project does represent a significant threat to the critically endangered right whale. There are only 150 individuals left on the planet of that species. Any loss of an individual could have significant effects on its survival. And finally, there are so many alternatives that are not being considered as they should be. So much of the community's attention now is diverted to either finding this project or assessing it, and definitely it does need a high level of assessment. But it would be so much better to be standing here saying that today we are committing to shifting to 100% renewable energy, rather than today we are here trying to express concerns about a project that takes us in the opposite direction. Shifting to renewables and energy efficiency would create jobs, it would create a sustainable future for Canadians, and it would not result in a significant threat to our beautiful Bay of Fundy. Thank you very much, and we look forward to participating in the hearings across the country.